Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Healthy Minds at Work weekly blog. My name is Stephanie Wagner. I'm a trainer and program specialist at Healthy Minds Innovations. And I wanted to do a video blog for you today on creating a culture of appreciation at work. So let me start with a question. When was the last time that you sat in a business meeting and you noticed that things were going smoothly? A project was on track, things were going well. When was the last time that you were having a conversation with a colleague and not only did you notice some positive skills and talents that this person is bringing to the team, but then that you expressed your acknowledgement, your appreciation of these skills and talents? Now, my guess is that this most likely does not occur for you very often, and you're not alone. The reason why these things don't occur very often at work is because we have a tendency to focus on the negative. We have an attentional bias that brings us towards being hyper focused on the negative. This is not bad. This is for biological and evolutionary reasons, but we do have a tendency to focus on when things are going wrong at work. So we can actually counteract or kind of counterbalance, work with this tendency to focus on the negative by cultivating a skill of appreciation. So the skill of appreciation is found in our dimension of well-being that's all about connection, building and developing skills that help us have healthy connected relationships. And appreciation is simply the skill of noticing the positive. Now, this is not about creating a positive out of something negative. This is about orienting our attention toward noticing positive things are that are around us all of the time. They just oftentimes go unrecognized. And so what we can do is we can actually not only harness this skill, train this skill in our own mind, but we can actually begin to encourage a culture of appreciation at work. So the question is how to do this. So what I wanted to do today is I wanted to share with you three ways in which you could begin to create a culture of appreciation at work. So the first tip is to lead by example. As leaders within an organization, as team members, as individuals, we all have a ripple effect that impacts those people around us. So, what we can do is we can begin to work with ourselves first. We can begin to train our minds in skills of appreciation, both in a formal practice using something like the Healthy Minds at Work app, but we can also begin to set the intention at the beginning of the workday to notice something positive at specific points in our day. So you could simply choose something like a regular task at work. Maybe it's that you're going into a business meeting and that your intention at the beginning of that meeting is to tune into something positive and maybe actually even expressing that to the group of people that you're with. What will be amazing in that moment is to see not only does expressing this appreciation feel good within you, within us when we do that, but it also feels really good to be on the receiving end of that. So, leading by example can be first and foremost a really important way of creating a culture of appreciation. Another way of creating a culture of appreciation is to create certain sort of rituals or habits within the organization that are supportive to expressing appreciation. Now, I think back to when I was leading a team at my former job, one of the things that we would do at the beginning of our weekly team meeting is that we would all go around the group and we would actually share something positive from our week. And that was a way of setting a tone for the meeting that was really supportive. It was very connecting for us as a team, and it can be a really wonderful ritual to sort of bring forth and highlight sort of the positive things that are going on in people's lives. Something that we did at the Center for Healthy Minds prior to COVID was that we had a board of appreciation, a bulletin board where people could post notes of appreciation on this bulletin board and really publicly acknowledge and express appreciation for others within the organization. So perhaps there's a virtual way that you can do that within your team. Thirdly, another great way of creating a culture of appreciation is through both the coaching conversations that you might have if you've got direct reports, but also just in conversations that you are having with people in your organization. So what I mean here is that you can actually highlight, focus on, notice positive talents and skills that this person is bringing to the table. So first you notice that positive skill, and then you actually acknowledge it, and you acknowledge it in a way that you're expressing appreciation. You could say something like, "Gosh, you know what I'm really appreciating about you right now is the fact that you're so detail oriented. You have the capacity to really look at this project and see all of the details. And I can't see that. So I'm really appreciating this about you right now." And so by simply expressing your appreciation in either those coaching conversations or even in those conversations with your employees at work, it can be such a wonderful way of creating, again, this positive ripple effect that can move within the organization. So, would love for you to just think about perhaps these ideas resonate with you, or maybe they spark some kind of creative impulse in you to think about what are some ways in which you can bring a sense and a culture of appreciation into your organization. And if you're interested in finding out more about appreciation, please check out our Healthy Minds at Work app. There are lots of practices and content really designed to support you in understanding other skills associated with connection, but also specifically around appreciation. You can check us out at hminnovations.org.